You have seen him on Instagram or Paramount TV. Welcoming to the stage, Elijah Nevels. Give it up to your students, everybody. Let them hear it. Come on, let's do it. This is great. All right, so I'm gonna give you a little rundown before I start the show. Comedy shows are a little different than normal comedy shows. Has anybody ever been to a comedy show before? By show of hands, Okay, a couple. Y'all know there's openers. Tonight is just me. So I don't have anybody to warm it up, so I'm gonna warm it up myself. We're gonna do a little exercise. You already have a good time. Let me hear you say hell yeah. Come on. That was awful. You already have a good time? Say hell yeah. Come on. Let's do it. That's great. Yeah, turn the lights down. Let's say it's a safety code. Too many black people in here. I understand. It makes sense. I'm Elijah. I'm 21 now. When I'm not doing comedy, I'm actually a stay-at-home son. I stay with my parents right now. It's getting awkward. My mom came up to me the other day. She said, Elijah, what you gonna do if comedy don't work out? She said, you need a plan B. You need a plan B. My mom gave birth to 6 kids. She ain't never had a plan B in her life. And I need this to work. I've been doing some weird shows, getting into the college circuit now. I just did a show for an all-white girl sorority, you guys. I've never seen this many white girls before in my life. I was scared. So I called my older brother. My older brother, he's dating a white girl right now. He has trained for this moment his whole life. He picked up the phone and said, Elijah, this is easy. These are college white girls. Ain't nothing college white girls love more than black athletes. And I'm 6'5", so I told the club to introduce me to the stage as Bronny James. I'm a genius. The disappointment on these ladies' faces when they thought they were getting Bronny James and instead got Timu Marlon Wayans. They were upset. They were mad. Somebody said, that's not Bronny James, that's Jaden Smith. I'm like, Rebecca, I will kill you right now. In front of everybody. Somebody said, isn't that the cinnamon stick from Apple Jacks? Are you out of your mind, Patricia? Okay, that got that table. I don't know what y'all singing, but that's cool. Who is not from Alfred? Is everybody here from Alfred? Everybody from Alfred? Okay, who's raised by show of hands? Is anybody not from Alfred? Okay, pretty much everybody. Where you from, dog? You from the Bronx? Okay, yeah. Shout out to any of the Bronx in the house? Any of the Bronx? Hell yeah, man. What are you studying down here? I'm in business. Okay, so what made you want to, cause it's very vague, okay, you an athlete or something like that. What made you want to come down here from the big city, man? We in the middle of nowhere. I know, right? I thought this was a setup, but I was ready to give it up for the check, though. So I was like, why did they give me the check don't bounce? What you doing out here, man?
I wasn't coming for football, but then I got too lazy.
Okay.
I started school.
So you just said, screw it, I'm gonna come anyways. I already signed up. I feel it. Yeah. Okay. That's dope. What position you playing football?
I was like receiver and DB.
Okay. That's a pretty non-lazy position. So maybe it's best you set in the back burner. Nah, yeah, I feel it, man. This is the middle of nowhere. I got to the hotel. Me and my brother ordered an Uber to get here, and they said we was getting picked up in a black Mustang. I've never seen this happen before in my life, and I was super hyped. When I go outside, this nigga was on a horse, you guys. I'm just playing. We drove here. You're smarter than that. I've been doing some weird shows. I just did a show actually in the Bronx, in New York. And being from Cleveland, people assume a lot of stuff about me. The way they introduced me to the stage was absolutely crazy. A little old lady got to the stage. She said, guys, your next comedian coming to the stage. It's from the mean streets of Cleveland. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Because I am not from the mean streets, I'm from the suburbs. When she said mean streets, I got scared. I was like, who is coming to this stage? She said, Cleveland, this dude probably knows me. What are you doing? Not a gangster. I don't look like a gangster. I look like a Disney Channel bully at best. I know. Look like I'm supposed to be in a Disney Channel movie talking about some well. Look who we got here. Look, I gotta take pinky promises very seriously, I know. It's very rough doing it, man. I miss high school. My high school was wild. Like every single year at my high school, the same teacher would get pregnant. Yeah, and I was homeschooled, so I'm like, nah, you got to chill, bro. This is getting out of hand. So the school's just open and rolling now. I was pissed. Turns out she was hooking up with the principal. I was like, you don't have that many kids on purpose. Does anybody have any beef? I know my homie said he had 11 siblings or something like that. He said, has anybody got more? Who got the most siblings in the house? Anybody got more than six siblings more? How many did you think you had again? I know you said you had more than me. 7. Okay. Some of y'all was mistakes. What did you say, so?
I think so.
Yeah, you don't get past 4 on purpose. I did my research. My little brother's here. We found out I was the mistake. I know I was, because I'm only 14 months younger than my older brother. That don't happen intentionally. Nobody has a 5-month-old and says, this is too easy. Let's have another one while the birth canal is loose. Me and my brother dapped up on the way in and out. I said, my boy, nice to meet you. Thanks for keeping it warm. I'd love to introduce myself. We don't have names yet. We'll chop it up later. You left your cord. I'm not going to waste it. We were roommates. We don't have that many little kids on purpose. It doesn't happen. And I asked my mom, I was like, yo, Mom, you had me my mistake, right? And she said, you weren't a mistake. No, you weren't a mistake. You were a blessing in disguise. Which is way worse than being a mistake. That's what you say when you got a terminal illness. Like, I got cancer, but I started reading more, so it was really a blessing in disguise. My mom, she decided to homeschool all her kids. She quit working at NASA to homeschool us. And that was pretty cool. But like, as a kid, I was upset about this, because you know all kids, they want to be astronauts when they grow up. And I was very mad, so I came up to my mom, I was like, yo, Mom, why didn't you go to space? I could have had a space mom. I'd have been the coolest kid in school. She said, Negro, you didn't go to school. I said, that's beside the point. You have failed me as a mother. She said, Elijah, how did you go to space? Because I love you and your siblings to the moon and back. I said, girl, you didn't even make it to the moon. I was very upset. Then she told me, say, Elijah, I was not supposed to be an astronaut. I was supposed to be a computer engineer for NASA. And thank God she didn't go. She had a kid by mistake. We can't have somebody making these kind of miscalculations when lives are on the line. I still got to play sports with the public school team, and it was cool. I didn't make the basketball team. I made the closest sport to basketball. My Bronx homie, closest sport to basketball, yelling out right now. Go.
Football.
Cross country, you got it. Yes, sir. I was on the cross country team, and I was the only black kid on the team, and I was the slowest boy and girl on the whole team. And it was super embarrassing, because you know cross country, usually the boys are in the front and the girls in the back, and on our team there's little old Elijah trying to keep up with the girls. And that was super embarrassing, man, because everybody would always stare at me. We were running through the streets, and I was embarrassed because I thought they were staring at me because I was so slow. But now that I'm older, I realized that they were staring at me because it looked like I was chasing a pack of white girls through the streets. And nobody stopped me. They was like, he out here every day. If you get him, you earn him. Elijah, keep on going. Run, instead of stick around. What school did you play for, my guy?
Cardinal Stone.
Did you ever hoop?
Yeah.
You hoop? Okay, what position you play when you hoop, man? Was you nice? You was a dog? You hoop for your school and everything like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't get the chance. It wasn't because of my skills as a player. The coach did not like me as a person. And now it's very hard for me to tell my dad. Like, it was like a more of a personal issue. I came home, I was like, Dad, I didn't make the basketball team this year. The coach hates me. He said, Elijah, I know I'm the coach. I'm like, okay, cool. We're not the coach. We drove here together. But he let me practice the team the whole year round. And in the final game of the season, we were getting blown out by 30 points. This is a team I couldn't make. And in the final minutes of the game, one of our star players slipped and rolled his ankle and had to sit out. And then my dad came up to me with tears in his eyes. And he said, Elijah, I can't believe that life has come to this. But I have no other choice but to let you play. I was hyped. It was my moment. I got in the game. I don't know what position I was playing, but I was in that game. We were on defense. They gave out the ball. I stole the ball. It was perfect. It was like they passed it directly to me. I cut to the basket, just me and the hoop. Anybody else in the situation, you would have taken the layup, right? Not me. This is my moment. I'm shooting a 3. Never made a 3 before in my life. But I've watched enough Disney channels. These are the shots that go in, so I pulled it. Crowd going nuts. Everybody screaming my name. Elijah, stop, don't shoot. It was too late. I pulled it, the air ball. And the other team got the rebound. And the weirdest thing happened, instead of going back to his basket to shoot the bucket, he looked at me and he said, nice try, bro. You got this. Shoot again. And he passed the ball back to me. I'm like, what a nice guy. So I go for the layup. I make the layup. Crowd goes nuts. I'm cheering. I turn around and I see the opposite team was cheering with me. I'm like, hold on, I probably just shot on the wrong hoop. I was heartbroken. I started crying. And I looked at the scoreboard and I realized I was wrong. Our points went up. I shot on the right hoop. Now I'm confused because why is the opposite team cheering? I look at my team is cheering too. I'm really confused until I see every single referee at the game was cheering along with us, and that's when it hit me. I said, oh, y'all think this is a Make-A-Wish. I tried to explain myself. I was all over the local news. They said, the winning team let the special kids score a basket in a big game. I said, oh, hell no. Just diabolical. There was a low point in my life, so I took the interview. I went there with my dad, and they walked up to him. They said, sir, how did you feel watching your son score a basket in a big game? I got mad. I interrupted. I said, I'm sorry, ma'am. There's been a mistake. I'm not special. She said, oh, so what are we going to do with this $10,000 that we've raised for you and your family? My dad heard $10,000. He stepped in. He said, I'm sorry. He's nonverbal. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? He said, play along. You can get half. I started speaking sign language. I said, thank you very much for this large opportunity. It was very hard, man. My dad wanted us to hoop. I ran cross country. My brother moved back. He swam, and everybody else in my family, they swam. So that was kind of hard when you want your kids to play basketball. You got cross country sons and swimming sons, like the gay son, not daughter complex. With the hoop. It was very hard for me, because he was always telling us growing up, he's like, man, I got 4 boys. One of y'all better make it to the NBA. So I can send all these kids to college. I'm like, Dad, if you really want to send all these kids to college, you need to stop focusing on my pull-up and focus on your pull-out, my boy. That's really what you need to do. He said, that microphone can't protect you. I'm like, oh, so you do know what protection is. Interesting. Didn't know you were with the program. My dad's cheap. When you had that many kids, we grew up severely middle class. We would have been rich if my dad had 3 less kids. Like, we had that many kids who were middle class, so we still went out to eat. But we had to lie about our ages so we could eat off the kids' menu. I don't know if anybody else had to do that. You walk into Denny's, you ready to order off the adult menu, but before you can order, your dad tells the waiter, I'm sorry, he's 12. I'm like, we're here celebrating my 16th birthday. I'm like, shut up and eat your food, and I eat it. And after I finish, the waitress would come out with my birthday cake with a big old number 16 on it. Like, I thought you said he was 12. My dad's like, they grow up so fast, don't they? It was very rough, man. My dad's cheap as hell. He's a hoarder, too. I don't know if anybody else knows a hoarder, but I tried to tell him he was a hoarder. He said, I'm not a hoarder. I just don't like to waste. I'm like, that's cool, but there's 6 cars in your driveway, one of them drives. You got 500 hangers who own 2 outfits. He said, that's 500 hangers. I'm not going to waste 500 hangers. They're going to mean something one day. And I used to be happy that I got a good dad who stayed in my life and loved to raise all 6 of his kids and never left. But now I know why he never left. He's not that good of a dad, but he's not going to waste 6 kids. That's 6 kids. I'm not going to waste 6 kids. I'm going to mean something like that. You don't love me. I'm just a part of his collection, that's all. Like, he's not against abortion, but he's not going to waste one of them hangers. Okay. I don't know if they have a history program here. Look at your neighbor and explain the joke. All right. Just taking the temperature, just a little, like a baby. All right. Traveling is weird, because you get the wrong reaction for certain jokes depending on where you at. Mainly the South. Every time I do shows in Texas, it's kind of edgelordy. You know what I mean? You say a joke about black people and they're laughing just because I heard the word black people. And it's cool. I did one show, and I almost got in a fight at the end of the show because I misgendered somebody. It was my fault. I didn't know. I used he, him pronouns when I talked to him. They went by they, them pronouns. After the show, they got into a physical fight, and I lost. So y'all would have lost too. They jumped in. So that was not a fair fight. I don't think I got jumped. They said, who fought you? All of them. All. I was hot peppered on the way. Traveling is scary because, like, you gotta look. I mean, I accept everybody. It's just an accident. You know what I mean? I was homeschooled. I don't know pronouns. I just found out about those just recently, man. And it's very hard. Like, but I mean, I do think, like, you gotta keep your head on the swivel out here. Like, it's hard to know if you're in a good or bad neighborhood if you're not from there. That's one big thing. But I realized something. I know I'm getting to a nicer neighborhood when the transgender community starts to look more and more like the thing is proud of. Like, those are real titties. Take me to the pickleball court immediately. I got some money out here. That's a camel toe. You don't just slip and fall. On the camel toe. joke. You can't be what you want to be in this country for free. Land of the free, home of the broke. I don't make the rules. There ain't no transgenders in the hood. Just a bunch of niggas playing their grandma's clothes. That's all we got. You gotta have money. It's about anybody. It's jokes about anybody. You cannot be what you want to be in America for free. You have to get a CDL before you get a BBL. That is all I'm trying to say. You gotta clock in before they can put that cock in. That's all. Okay, all right, cool. I can actually do something with you. Because I'm doing all the family friendly stuff. Because I don't know. I like pickleball. They're not bad, man. Back in Cleveland, they gentrifying. What they did, okay, I don't know, can you even gentrify out here? Y'all not done building yet. I think y'all still in development. If you don't know what gentrifying is, what they've done, it's just basically like you ever hear like a story of like when like wasps move into a bee's nest, that kind of thing. Like white people, they're taking over Cleveland, and it's fine, but it's starting to affect me. They have removed all our basketball courts and replaced them with pickleball courts. It's a true story. You go to Cleveland, you don't really see a lot of basketball courts anymore. They replace them with pickleball courts because pickleball is such a rising sport in the hood of East Cleveland. We're all dying to play. I have never seen a reason for this. I've never seen somebody playing pickleball with more than 3 years left to live. I've never seen it. Do y'all know what pickleball is? It's like gay tennis. It's like, you gotta look it up. And I'll tell you, it's like tennis, but like, I don't know, it's table tennis but on the ground. Just look it up. This is a very niche joke. We'll get through it. Just stick with me. Remember the trans joke, it was hilarious. All right. Okay, pickleball is a new sport that very old white people are playing because it's a sport that you don't need a lot of mobility for. It's like table tennis, but you can kind of get a workout without pulling your hamstring and dying. And I've never seen somebody with more than 3 years left to live playing pickleball. Go to Cleveland, you'll see it. I think about pickleball the same way I think about Taylor Swift. They're both super successful. I don't know one person who plays it. Okay? I'm sorry, I lost all white girls. If pickleball is so successful, why don't they have a 2K?
We on the side.
Why is there no pickleball 2K?
On the side.
If you don't know what 2K is, it's a sports video game. You play basketball with your favorite players. Every sport got one. They got Madden. They got the MLB game. There's nothing in pickleball. If it's so successful, I'm gonna make a pickleball video game. Only issue is, I don't know a single famous pickleball player, so I'm gonna use Congress in my video game. Or any politician. If you run with Nancy Pelosi, I got RFK, let's go. Let's do it. What's your player, a 99? Overall, that's his age, brother. He's 99. Years of age. Valentine's Day just passed. I got a girlfriend, she's cool, she's a rescue. I rescued her from a life without me. She's cool, I love her, man. Okay, anybody in relationships, applause. We're not gonna do show of hands anymore because the energy's too low. Okay. Is this a relationship right here? You guys here together? You two? Okay, y'all two. All right, my boy, and all the fellas in relationships. Whoever invented the phrase overstimulated has completely ruined my girlfriend. Is anybody else suffering from this? No show of hands, we applaud, guys. Come on. All right, we'll get into the video. I don't know, why are we doing this? Why are y'all trying to make stuff that's not cute? Like, you don't have to have every single phrase. I never overstimulated my girlfriend until she found out about the phrase overstimulated. And it has ruined my girlfriend and every single woman in my life. My mama started to use it. She told me, said, Elijah, I went in your room the other day and it overstimulated me. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? My little sister asked me for $5. I said no. She said, you're overstimulating me. That's not even how you use it. So what I did, I went and Googled what does overstimulated mean. And I found out it is for autistic children. It's not a joke. I'm just not as cute as you thought it was, huh, ladies? It's for autistic kids when they're at a roller coaster park and they hear too much noise and they want to go home now. That's what it's for. It's not for girls to try to be cute. So what I did, my girlfriend's birthday was in December. She just turned 20, and I bought her some sensory headphones so she could shut up. And a helmet. Many times she said, I'm overstimulated. I'm like, stop it. But I hit her on the helmet, so it's not, I got to protect her. I took her out for her 20th birthday, somewhere nice. I finally got like the money to take her out to a nice restaurant. So I took her to a 5-star restaurant for the first time in my life. I was feeling myself. I walked in, I got a new car, I got everything going until I sat down and I opened up the menu and I saw the prices on the food. I didn't check the menu. I probably should have done that. I did not know food could cost this much money. So I'm ready to get up and leave. But before I could go, the waiter came up to my table to take my order and said, "Sir, what can I get for you and your girlfriend?" I said, "I'm sorry, she's 12. That didn't work anywhere near as it did when my dad did it. I said, "Take the headphones off, take the headphones off." That nigga's real. Thank God I was at a 5-star restaurant with a bunch of millionaires. Everybody's girlfriend was 12. That's a pretty good joke.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
What do you guys think? Accurate? Okay, I know it is.
Very accurate.
Being homeschooled, my mom was a teacher and my dad was a school nurse. And with him, everything was an ice pack. Like, I would come home, I'd be like, "Yo, Dad, I think I'm depressed." He'd be like, "Here, take an ice pack." I'm like, "My heart's already cold." He would just make stuff up to not have to go to the doctor because he had too many kids to afford all that health care. So he would just think on his feet. Like, I'd come home like, "Dad, I can't read. I think I'm dyslexic." He looked at me and he said, "Boy, you can't even spell dyslexic." I'm like, "That's kind of the reason." And I said, "I have this issue." He said, "If you can't spell something, you can't be that thing." I'm like, "So is that why you're not a millionaire?"
Damn.
There's 2 L's. He wanted to move to Mississippi when I was a kid. I said, "Brother, we going to Ohio, 4 letters. Let's keep it simple." It was very rough, man. He said, "If you can't spell something, you can't be that thing." And he taught me how to spell. You know how hard that was as a homeschool kid? He didn't teach me how to spell PS5 my whole childhood. I thought the acronym, I didn't know it was an acronym. I was trying to spell out the acronym, PEEESSFIDE. Alright, this is just a couple, some gamers, so there's gonna be something else down there. He lied a lot, man. My dad didn't tell us about batteries our whole childhood. He told us that all our toys were limited time only. You know how hard it is when you were a kid and your remote control car dies and now you gotta learn how to use it with teamwork? I would hold the remote, my little brother Jonah back there would roll it around on the ground like it was still working. And it was fun, but Jonah has scoliosis now. And he can't get it checked out because Jonah still can't spell scoliosis. Do you see the issue? I was talking with my granddad the other day, and he told me, he don't understand what I'm doing with comedy. He said, "Elijah, you're getting to an age where you need to get a real job. You can't just talk to people on stage every weekend and call that a job." Like, "Papa, I understand that, but you're a pastor, so I don't know that's fair to me. This is what you do, play the cards right. Let's go on the road together. Open your eyes. Jump to a Jesus tour."
I'm down.
Yeah. I grew up in I went to church in Oakland, Ohio. My granddad is a pastor out in the middle of it's a kind of city like this. It's like a very Southern Baptist type church. And I'm very Christian. But my grandparents are those delusional kind of Christians where they think that every single good thing that happens in their life is because of God, especially my grandmother. My grandma will find a penny on the floor and be like, "Look at God." That's my grandma. And she's very delusional with it. Like, she just got a new car and it got that lane assist on it. And she called me the other day and said, "Elijah, you're not going to believe what just happened. I was driving and you know I get tired. And I fell asleep and I started drifting off the road. But before I did, Jesus took the wheel." I'm like, "Man, the Nissan took the wheel. Stop it." She said, "I write a Genesis. Look at God." I won't even do it, man. I won't even do it. It was very rough being a church kid and being homeschooled because I had to read a lot. Like I said, I couldn't spell. Like, for the longest time growing up, I thought that God had a lisp. Because I read the King James Version of the Bible, and he kept saying stuff like, "Whosoever believeth in me." I was like, wait a minute. Let me read that again. "Whoever cometh to the Father." That's a lisp, all right. And he's perfect, so I must have the impediment. Yeah, I like the church, man. I do a lot of church shows, and you'll notice every single church has an old lady who is so old, don't nobody know how she's still alive. Okay, I got a church brother up there I know, so this might just be for you. Any church kids in the house, like, applause, come on, man, keep it program. We're not in school anymore. All right. Every church, I feel like, has an old lady who's so old, don't nobody know how she's still alive. At our church, we got Sister Lucille. And Sister Lucille is so old, I've seen pictures when my granddad was a kid, and she looks exactly the same. It's crazy. That's why I'm such a strong Christian. I'm not going to argue with an eyewitness. I'm not going to argue with the writer. Where the book of Lucille at? They don't even drop that name anymore. That name Lucille was sold out. Growing up being a church kid, you got to be the most obedient kid in the church too. I don't know if y'all know that, but if your granddad's the pastor, you can't be acting up. So we had to like make a lot of games to play during service to pass the time because service was so long. Our favorite game we would play was called Dead or Alive, and it was a game where me and my little brother Jonah, we would try to guess if Sister Lucille was just sleeping. Or if she was actually dead this time. And it was a super fun game until Jonah won. And we don't play Dead or Alive anymore. Rest in peace, Lucille. Go on, I forgot. Alright, I think that's the last church joke. We can go back to the normal order of the night. I've been getting fired a lot. Do y'all like, I never went to college. Do y'all like have jobs? Like out here? Yeah, you guys still work. Where do you work, my dog? Working a food truck. Oh, that's fine. Okay, put that motherfucker up, bro. What kind of food is it?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese? That's it? I'll tell you, my autistic girlfriend would love it. Is it grilled cheese food? What's the name of the grilled cheese food truck?
Feast Beast.
What's up?
Feast Beast.
Feast Beast. That's not even like a grilled cheese-esque name, man. Come on, bro. We gotta brainstorm something. Do you own the food truck?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Alfred, New York is just a big grilled cheese industry. Where are you from?
Rochester.
Rochester. Were you in the grilled cheese industry out in Rochester? Oh, okay. So you moved out here for the grilled cheese industry. That makes sense. What's it? So it's just grilled cheese. I don't think that needs to be on wheels. And yeah, has anybody ever walk around like, man, I hope a grilled cheese pull up on my ass. Man, we got some grilled cheese right now. I can actually go for some grilled cheese right now. It's probably a small truck. It's probably like a Honda Civic or something. Not too many ingredients. So just grilled cheese. Probably cooking that motherfucker on the engine. Overheating the radiator. Why this thing like motor oil? Antifreeze grilled cheese. That's the name! Antifreeze grilled cheese. You owe me 10% of every grilled cheese. So how did you get the job?
My buddy worked there.
Your buddy worked there. Oh, so there's more than one of you. And they just running around, and this city's so small, I'm gonna run into him before I leave. Where did y'all, so, because this is a very small city, so like y'all probably like one of the only food trucks. So this like, that's a very niche, like, that means I can't, I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but this is, part of this show is also for me. So I just can't process that nigga woke up one morning and be like, yo, you like grilled cheese? I like grilled cheese. Now imagine this. Grilled cheese on the go. You and cheese. I mean, you know what?
Feast Beast.
Feast Beast. What's your position? Are you the griller or the cheeser? What do you do?
I just grilled it.
You just grill it. You don't cheese that shit. You're not really that. No, you gotta get a little bit more training on that. I understand that. So what makes you, that's a pretty cocky job to have, thinking you could cook a grilled cheese better than I can cook it at my house. So what makes man, I don't like you, bro. What makes you think that you can cook a grilled cheese that y'all, what I'm saying though? Yo, I don't trust you, dude. So, when did you, so what kind of training do they give you for that? How do you even get fired? Because I was using this little crowd work moment as a segue into another joke. Forget the rest of the jokes. I don't even want to do comedy no more. I want to try grilled cheese right now. It better blow my mind for it to be a reason to put that motherfucker on wheels. The real deal. Huh?
What do you really have? No, we didn't move. We were in the same spot every day.
Y'all don't move?
We were in the same spot every day.
So people coming to y'all. That's crazy. Y'all in the same spot. Where y'all at?
It's gone now. It's under construction, the area.
It's under construction, so the area under construction, so y'all don't sell the nigga move. Yo, I ain't never ever seen a food truck give a damn about what the location. We can't sell no more. The location closed. You not. You mobile. How long you been in this industry, bro?
About a year.
About a year, yeah. You don't got too much time under your belt. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna take over the real chill industry. I'm the competition now. Yeah. You gonna see me out in these Alfred streets. What are you studying?
Architecture.
Architecture. So you couldn't rebuild the fucking lot? You could have put a little bit of, okay, what's the name?
Owen.
Owen. Owen, the grilled cheese architect. I like that, bro. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do for you on the resume. But I know I'd like to meet you. You definitely gonna get the interview. Yeah. What other jobs have you had?
I worked at a bar.
You worked at a bar. What they said there, PB&J. Peanut butter and jelly bar. The B stands for bar. Peanut booze and jelly. Why'd you stop working there?
I moved.
You moved. Okay, you just heard the grilled cheese coffee. Okay. I'll make everybody else feel included. We won't spend too much time on grilled cheese. That's so funny. I used to work at this jewelry store. We weren't on wheels or anything, but it was cool. And it was a pretty dope spot, man. I got fired from there. I got fired from every single job I've ever worked at. Probably like 12 plus jobs I got fired from. And yeah, it's been crazy. They've all fired me for no reason. Like the one place that fired me, the jewelry store, I had the highest sales every single week. It was in Beechwood, Ohio. This is a very, very white area, one of the whitest areas of Ohio. And whenever a white client was gonna walk out on the sale, I would just look at them like, wow. Okay. I see what this is. It's because I'm black. And I would get the sale every single time. It would work. Until my manager found out I was doing it. He was like, Elijah, you know we have to fire you, right? I'm like, wow. Okay. I see what this is. It's because I'm black, huh? He said, nigga, I'm black. I'm like, you got me there. That is a fair point. Y'all hiring?
I don't think we're opening.
Till when, bro? How big of a roadblock is this? I'm gonna drive around the city. I'm gonna find. So where they put the truck? They just built around it or something?
No, I think it's in like a lot somewhere.
It's in a lot somewhere. So why are you making excuses, bro? You don't really want this grilled cheese life. You never really out in these grilled cheese streets. You're gonna get Swiss cheese fucking around with these grilled cheese. So what are you about to do now? How you gonna parlay it? Because I said who got a job? You raised your hand like the truck was outside or something.
I'm trying to work at Dunkin' right now.
I'm trying to work at Dunkin'. Bacon, egg, and cheese. That's another step. Okay. You learning stuff. I see. Pretty soon you gonna be making burgers, and I'll be so proud. You add a tomato on there. Look at you. Look at Owen. All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep messing with you the rest of the show. I hope you know that. You can be back with you. Y'all ever found out that somebody died through social media? That ever happened to y'all? Like you open your phone, like, damn, like, I didn't even get a call. That's the worst. All I'm gonna say, if you're gonna post an RIP post, don't use a group photo. I found out my uncle passed because my brother posted a family picture and captioned it RIP. I thought everybody died. I was like, how could this happen? This is a catastrophe. I started crying. I was in the picture too. I was like, sweet Jesus. It started fading away. Lucille was in the photo. I thought her ass was immortal. I was like, this is bad. It must have been the rapture. And I told you, I come from a very Christian family. And I thought I was dead. So I'm like, okay, I'm home alone right now. Everybody in my family's Christian. If I'm alone and they dead and they not here, I'm in hell. And this is a problem. I was freaking out because I know I got people in my family, especially in that picture, who should have went to hell before me. I'm not number one, but I'm definitely not last on the list. I was like, how did Uncle Charlie make it? This is crazy. He was a crackhead before it was cool. He was a beta tester. Can't let him in. Heaven is going to snort the pearly white gates. Thankfully, it was only Uncle Charlie who died. And I say thankfully. I do. When you see a group photo RIP post, the only thing you can think about is who you hope it is, okay? Like, I like Charlie, but not more than anybody else in the photo. It has to be him. I want to parlay that day. I love him, but if I had to move him out of one more apartment, I would have lost my mind. You know, everybody got a family member like that. It's always the dude who moves the most, who got the biggest couch. Like, get a futon. What are you doing? Why are you on the third floor? You're here for a good time, not a long time. Then he got evicted for good in good old Charlie fashion. I was very mad. I found out he died because my cousin called me. And I picked up the phone. When I picked up the phone, he said, damn it, you're still alive. I was like, you bet it on me, nigga? He said, we got the same shoe size. I was like, all right, fair enough, what happened? He said, Uncle Charlie just died. We gotta go move all his stuff out of his apartment. I'm like, damn it, Charlie, even in death you haunt me. We had to go out to the Dominican Republic for his funeral. And we had to stay out there an extra week because we buried the wrong dude. What happened? The funeral system in the Dominican Republic is not at all like it is here. Very wrong guy. And it was very rough. I was pissed off because I'm like, you mean to tell me that all of y'all was out here crying, ruining my vacation. And now one of y'all remembers what this guy looked like? Nah, crazy that it was an open casket. He didn't get involved by a bear. I checked, there was a white dude in the casket. That was not Charlie at all. My dad had to call this Dominican family and let them know that they buried our guy and we buried their guy. And my dad don't speak Spanish, so that was a very hard conversation. So he picked up the phone and was like, hey man, we buried your dude. I'm sure you saw the black guy in the casket. We buried our guy. What should we do? And all we heard was a Dominican guy on the other side of the phone yell, forget about it, Poppy, leave it. It's dumb, he's not coming back. I'm like, oh my God. My mom was like, we're not gonna leave my uncle down there. We're not gonna leave my uncle down there. I'm like, Mommy, you can do what you want, but I just told you I'm not moving this nigga out of another apartment. It's done. I don't know. I don't drink or smoke, but I don't like to be left out. I don't know if anybody else has friends who smoke, but you never know when the smoke session begins. You just walk up, you're okay, yeah, I see you don't gotta say it out loud, you can hide back there, I see you. Whoa. You walk in. Well, what happened? Oh, wow, okay, cool. Somebody just took a shroom and he just hit it. No, like, you never know what it is. It's like you talk to these dudes, and all of a sudden they form a circle, you're like, what's going on? Now you're next. And I was in a position, and I got skipped 3 times. I was personally offended. I said, everybody drop the blunts. They said, what? I said, why did y'all skip me? They said, Elijah, you don't smoke. I said, y'all don't even know me. I smoke all the time. They said, here. So I hit it once, nothing happened. So I hit it 57 more times. I was gone. I was so high, I was scrolling on Instagram for 5 hours. And I was laughing at the same video. 5 hours straight. There was nothing funny about the video. I just thought the dude in the video looked ugly as hell. So I was laughing. And then I started crying because I realized I was on selfie camera. And it was me. I even went on Google and typed in fun things to do when you're high. The first thing that came up, it said, are you serious? I'm like, stupid security thing. Yes! Second thing that came up, it said, well, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Turns out I'm texting my mom, you guys. I was crying. You ever been so sad that the inspirational quotes in your mama's bathroom cheer you up? Like, maybe I do need to dance like nobody's watching. Maybe I do. Need to live a little laugh a little bit. I wrote that on the toilet while I was out. Something like it, right here. Yeah, right. I'll do a couple more, and then we'll end this plane. I was very sheltered growing up, like I said, and I learned everything from my mom. But you can't learn everything from one person. You know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, I didn't listen. My parents would count down from 5. I know a lot of people's parents did that. They'd like, go to bed. I'm like, I don't want to go to bed. Like 5, 4, 3. And I go to bed because I'm too scared to see what's about to happen at 1. And that worked so well that I tried to use that in a real life altercation. I was playing basketball. The game got heated. The guy got my face. I said, get out my face. He said, or what? I said, 5, 4. I got the 3. He was still there. Now I'm scared. 2, 1. He said, what now? I said, I'm out of numbers. Never let it get this far. I realized when you get to 1, you gotta fight. Did you know that? Nobody told me that. So I don't count down anymore. I count up. If you don't want to fight, just keep counting. 137, 138. I got all day. You're gonna miss that dentist appointment, eh? My parents taught me everything. There wasn't really a history class in our homeschool. We just learned what my mom was good at. But she didn't really do history. But she watched a lot of cable television. So my whole childhood, I thought that Judge Judy was the first female president of the United States. I thought this. I thought Judge Judy was the president, and I thought the judges from America's Got Talent were the Supreme Court. My whole childhood. I thought Simon was making these decisions. I heard the Supreme Court said no to abortion. I was like, well, maybe if abortion picked a better song, we wouldn't be in this situation. This was a little, okay, we'll just do it. Screw it. Oh, we got to ride outside. It smells a little cheap, so we'll read it. My mom, like I said, there was not a lot of history class, and she forgot some stuff. Like she made a big deal to teach us about slavery, but she forgot to teach us that slavery was over. So my whole childhood, I thought slavery was still happening. And we didn't think we were homeschooled, we thought we were house niggas. That whole time. We were singing, doing our homework early in the morning. As I got me studying. Swing low. No. You know, y'all hum when you're thinking about something. Like, and we're like, 2 + 2. We're outside protesting. The white man invented math to oppress us. No justice, no peace, no denominators. Y'all made it through. I'm glad. I was a little scared of that. The other place I got fired from, I used to lifeguard. They fired me because I can't swim at all. But it was during COVID. They like, you didn't have to. My boy Jordan actually did with me. I argued, he's my brother. He's lived a lot of these stories. But we lifeguarded together. Jordan was like I said on the swim team. He was already a lifeguard, so he vouched for me. I can't really swim, but they let me be a lifeguard because it was around COVID. And I liked lifeguard. It was very cool. When they found out I couldn't swim, they still gave me 2 more weeks on the job. It was crazy. I liked it, except for the kids. The kids were very bad. There was this one little kid named Timothy, and he was an awful kid. I knew he was a bad kid because he had an outie belly button. That's how. You know, and I can talk about this. I used to have an outie belly button too, but I sucked my shit back in because I'm a gangster, right? I ain't gonna be out here walking around with my belly look like the tail on the condom. That is not happening. You ever seen a grown man with an outie belly button put a bra on? That is disgusting. And if you have an outie belly button and you're offended by this joke, you can't leave. I don't like you. Oh, goodbye, fellas. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Don't poke anybody on your way out, all right? Oh, what was that? Out my back. He was a bad kid. I knew he was a bad kid because he would be actually in the pool. How did that work? You actually, you drowned in my pool, get out the water. I got a gay friend, he had that outie belly button. It came out before he did. I'm like, how is that? He was a terrible kid. And on my last day at work, somebody let him know that it was my last day, and he decided that he did not have to listen to what I said anymore. He was running. I told him to walk. He kept on running and slipped and fell into the pool. So I decided I was going to teach Timothy a very important lesson. And this lesson is that the last thing you want to do is get to drowning when the lifeguard is on their last day at the pool. His mama started screaming, "Help him! Save him! What are you doing?" I'm like, well, it looks like it's both our last day, now doesn't it? She was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I mean, we both not going to be here tomorrow, Linda. I'm getting laid off and Timmy's getting laid to rest. I clock out in 30 minutes. Let's get this show on the road. Go, Timmy. He didn't die. Outie belly buttons are bullying you guys. Grow up. Okay, good stuff. I want to tell this joke. It's a very old joke, though. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't told this joke in like 3 years, but you guys are pretty cool and whatever. A while ago, it's more of a topical thing, but this is on topic. A while ago, I don't know if you heard about that. There's a lot of stuff going on with the rich community. You know what I mean? They be doing a lot of stupid stuff. I heard about this kid. He was on a yacht for his birthday, and he slipped into the water and like drowned and died. I don't know if anybody heard about that. Like some famous kid slipped in the water, drowned, and died. And his mom also slipped into the water, but they saved him. And I was super excited that they saved him. I was freaking out. I was super excited when they saved his mom because I was freaking out because, you know, a billionaire's wife falls into the ocean and starts drowning, there's already enough plastic in the ocean already. Okay, that was great. Like, that was a whole joke. We were talking about drowning. I was like, might as well throw that into the mix. My dad is trying to support me though. He did something cool. He downloaded the Instagram so he can see all the posts I make, which is cool. But it's becoming a problem. He doesn't understand how social media works, and he's under the impression that only his family can see what he posts. So he has been using his Instagram as our family group chat. The other day, he posted a picture of our front door, and he captioned it, "Which one of y'all left the front door unlocked? Hashtag disappointed." And it was funny, but I got a lot of followers online, and somehow my followers have found my dad's Instagram and started cyberbullying my dad. People were commenting stuff to scare him, like, "I left the front door unlocked. I'm in your house right now." And my dad loved, he was arguing with people in the comments. He said, "If you don't leave my house in 5, 4, 3. So I called him. We picked up the phone and said, "Elijah, who the hell is Dab Master 69? I'm like, "Dab Master 69? He said, "What about Young Trey 87? I'm like, "Dad, who are these people?" He said, "They're all my Instagrams." They say they're in the house. There are 57 people in our house right now. How could you let this happen? I told you like the front door. You are so hashtag irresponsible." He blamed it all on me, so instead of telling him it was just a joke, I went and I made a fake Instagram account. And I messaged my dad a picture of me with duct tape over my mouth. And I said, "We got your son, it's too late." And he lost his mind. He said, "No, not lying." I said, "Cash out me $100 right now, or you would never see your son again." He got me back and said, "Can we do 50? Are we good on time? I'm off at 8 o'clock. I can keep going. The technical was the close, but I can do a couple more. I do like 2 or 3 more. I mean, is everybody cool with that? I know everybody cool with stuff. Alright, cool. I'll do a couple more. That was the closer. So I'll be down from here. We will find out as a family. You and me, Owen. I can't. Back on this topic, people, there's a lot of people that have high emotional like sensitivity today, man. You can't really say a lot of stuff. I'm Dominican. I come from a Christian, black Christian background. I do come from a long line of homophobes, but it barely missed me. I'm good. But a lot of people in my family, I'm being honest, a lot of Dominican people in my family are very homophobic. And I was talking with my uncle the other day. I never understood this. He got in my car, pissed off. I'm like, "Bro, what's wrong?" He was like, "Man, I just had a baby, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, my cousin, I met him." He was like, "Yeah, but today I was taking the baby to daycare, and I found out that the baby's daycare teacher is a gay. So I turned around and I left the baby at home alone." I'm like, "It's that deep?" Because like, I'm not gonna have somebody talking to the baby in gay voice. I'm like, "Dude, he's a baby. Everybody talks to him in gay voice. That's the only way to talk to a baby. Who's the cutest in the world? You are." You don't Andrew Tate a baby. "What's up, losers? Today's shapes. What kind of idiot can't put a circle in a circle and a square in a square? Grow up." Don't talk to a baby in a straight voice, that's gay. I have an older sibling, like I said. You got me beat, like I said. You said you're the oldest. Did homie leave with a bunch of siblings? Oh yeah, there you go. It's hard to say. How many? You the oldest? How many you got above you?
I'm the middle.
You the middle. So you got people below you. How many below?
3 below.
Okay, yeah. I feel like, and my younger brothers here too. Like I said, like you got a lot of younger siblings. You can't tell younger siblings the truth all the time, especially since I don't know if your parents left you at home alone with your siblings sometimes. And they don't do this. I know this microphone down. We won't push through. My parents left me at home alone with my siblings a whole lot, and they don't listen to you as if you're their parents. I'm 12 years older than my younger sister, but she just listens to me like her brother. You know what I mean? They don't respect you as an adult. So you gotta lie to them. My little sister lies a lot, so I told her that if she lies to me, all of her hair will fall out. And she believes it. She came up to me the other day, she said, "Elijah, Dad said that's not true." I said, "Girl, you can't believe nothing Dad says. He's bald." And then I started showing her a bunch of pictures of Jada Pinkett. I was like, "Look, she lies to her husband all the time." That's the result. You have to lie. My little sister's an iPad kid. Who's your youngest sibling? How old?
She 11.
Oh, me too. Okay, cool. He is 11, right? Yeah, okay. My little sister's 11. She's an iPad kid. Your little sister's probably an iPad kid too, right? Yeah. They're different, man. Like, I didn't know how far gone my little sister was. She only understands the world through technology. I did not know how far gone she was until a little while ago. I had to explain to her that our great-grandma had dementia, and she could not wrap her head around the concept of what dementia was. I told her, I said, Mia, when we go in here, prepare yourself, because grandma might not remember you. She said, Grandma knows me. I said, yeah, but this time, she doesn't. She said, why? I said, Mia, Grandma has dementia. She said, what dementia? I said, girl, Grandma's out of schoolage. She said, why didn't you say that in the first place? I got an SD card in the house. Said, Mia, Grandma don't take no SD card. So we got to upload Grandma to the cloud. And it was funny, but our grandma passed away. She got uploaded to the cloud. We needed a cremator. We got her in the flash drive. And grandma, but you know, I didn't remember that. All right, I'm Elijah. That's all I'm going to do. Come on, guys. Give up your second tonight. I will say, I just got started doing colleges, and they're a little different than comedy clubs. It's like a learning curve for me. But so far, out of the 3 or 4 I've done, you guys have been the best. You guys actually came to the show. The last one was like 2 people, so give it up for that. That's pretty cool. You can follow me. I post a lot of stuff online with Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, at the Elijah Nevels. Please follow me. It helps me out a lot. And I tour around a lot, and I might be near your cities, wherever you guys are from. And let's go have some grilled cheese. Peace out, guys.
It's gone. It's not there anymore. I don't know what you want me to do. Point at me, bro.
Lana, taking a picture.
Yeah, well, I know that's happening.